Season in the Sun on Santa Cruz Voice. Tuesday, January 27. The Kalogaris sisters take their act to Los Angeles, manage to embarrass themselves on a bigger stage, and in the process take a shot at one of my friends. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that. If you're gonna swing, you better be ready for the response, because I'm not letting that one slide. Locally, the Santa Cruz Warriors just got the loudest possible confirmation of what we've been saying all season. Their best player was so good he got signed away by Philadelphia. So congratulations to him. And apparently, hello League Pass. We'll hit the rest of the headlines, traffic, weather, and sports as we go. And if there's any time at the end, Rachel sent us something for This Week in Bubbles. Let's get into it.
All right, I have no, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I don't know. Everything's ghost in the machine today. Okay, cool. It is
Tuesday?
Yeah, it's just a Tuesday. Santa Cruz has got a beach hazard statement. It is 59 degrees. Scotts Valley is mostly cloudy, 58. Monterey has a beach hazard statement, and it is 61. Hollister, 60. No beach hazard statement. It's not near the beach. 62 in Salinas, 56 in San Francisco, also with a beach hazard statement. San Jose is near the beach, but no beach hazard statement. Gilroy, 61. It is 50 in Gorman, which is on the way to Anaheim, where it is 70 degrees. The traffic is pretty clear out there, except going into Monterey. As I was getting on the highway to leave this morning, it is 2 mile back up all the way to Light Fighter. So if you are coming into Monterey, get off at Light Fighter. If you do not know how to do that to get into Monterey, you should not be coming there. Just don't. Let's see what else they're coming in here to Santa Cruz. Actually, I was warned by one of my colleagues that there was a issue coming in, but there was nothing. I was all the way in on the one, nothing. So I don't know what happened to that, but it is gone now. So that is good to know. The Sharks are going to be playing. Hold on here. They are won at home on Friday against the Rangers 3-1. They're going to be on the road tonight against the Canucks. Thursday against the Oilers, Saturday against the Flames, and in Chicago on Monday, February 2nd, and then February 4th they're going to be at the Avalanche, and then the Olympics start, and then they will be playing on February 26th. So that is what's new in the Sharks. The Barracuda are going to be playing Friday, Saturday. At home against the Wranglers after winning 5-3 on last Saturday. I don't know why there's no Wednesday game this week. It's kind of weird. But Saturday, Cudamania, come see Rob Van Dam throw down the puck. We're going to hope to have some sound from Rob Van Dam. We're going to the game, and we've arranged a few minutes for him. We're going to hope to hopefully have some sound with him. And then Wednesday against the Coachella, the AHL can't stop, won't stop. Friday, Saturday at Abbotsford before returning home on the 14th and 15th against Henderson. The Santa Cruz Warriors won one, lost one over the weekend, and let me tell you why. Like 5 minutes before the game, well, not 5 minutes, but not long before the game, their best player, Charles Bassey, got signed back to his original team with the Philadelphia 76ers on a 10-day contract. And, look, it's that kind of league, you're like, oh my goodness, we are just, we're so happy to be able to see him here, see the kind of powerful and dominating basketball he could play at this level, and realize that, man, that cat was way too good for this league, to be honest with you. And then, hey, look, we're going to watch him on TV now. So thank you for a few wins there. and we're going to try to, honestly, in vain a little bit, just try to get back righted this weekend at home versus Iowa. And those games are going to be 30th and 31st at Kaiser Permanente Arena. That's right downtown. You know where it is. And, see if they can continue some of the winning streak. But the last game showed Charles Bassey not being there exactly the hole he leaves when he's not there. And we wish the kid so much luck. He's just such a good guy, such a nice young man, and wish him all the luck. And hey, I will be watching 76ers games, being like, hey, put in Charles Bassey, put him in. Don't be messing around. Put the cat in the game, and that is the good and bad part about this league. Is that there are guys that come in, you see that they're way too much of a level to be in this league, and then, but when they go, you're like, oh man, I miss that guy. Well, I'm gonna miss that guy, but I will actually be trying to find ways to keep walking him, and so there we go. Let's see a little gonna have some stuff. Let's see, when is it? Next week. So too late for the show, but good for the week after that. Gonna have some stuff from Bay FC as they are starting their training camp. And so are the Earthquakes. They're gonna both have some closed door scrimmages against other teams. At least the Earthquakes are 26th and 31st. Before they head to Coachella. I was asking about these things, and I was told, well, it's going to be closed door, but I'm working on getting into that scrimmage against Monterey Bay Football Club, and I may use another method to do it because I'm interested in seeing what they look like. Even if it's just I can give people hey, look, this is what I saw, no sound, no video. I think it's worth trying to do it, so I'm going to try to see what we can do about that. But Earthquake season's right around the corner, so is Bay FC. A couple weeks actually, mid-Olympics, it's going to be pitchers and catchers in the major leagues. And over the weekend, the Broncos showed. And sorry, little editorial here. I'm ready for it. Hold on. Let me get ready for it before I say the words. Broncos over the weekend showed that why am I not recents? Where is it? Okay, there it is. They looked good in the vacuum of other teams not having injury and personnel problems this year, and were really not as good as they wanted to show themselves. And Bo Nix caused them to really not look very good. Or Bo Nix's absence, but the other side is Drake May didn't look that good either. And in the snow, nobody looked very good. And in the fast track of Santa Clara, I think the Seahawks win. Think the Seahawks win going away. And that's not going to be the look that the 49ers wanted, having a division foe win the Super Bowl on their turf. But that looks like it's the way it's going to be. So, hold on. The
opinions expressed on this program are those of the hosts and do not necessarily reflect the views of Santa Cruz Voice.
Okay, so I was ready for it. I don't know. Do we have any news that we can use there, Kent?
I do. I have a little news for you.
Okay, here we go. Hold on.
It's that time again, where everything's breaking and nothing's fixed. Local storms, weird politics, and some with emotional support iguana stealing the spotlight. That's your news with Kent from Greater Omaha.
Oh, and also Kent from Greater Omaha has joined us here today. See, what do we got today? We have Kent from Greater Omaha. We have Bill's phone still sitting on the table. I'd call him, but his phone is sitting on the table.
How would he know?
How would he know? Oh, yeah. Wait, maybe I'll send him a message through the message system. Hold on here.
Ooh.
Let me see. Let me see if he's looking at it. Hold on. Let me look at the on here. You talk about the news. I'm going to see what okay, there you go. All right, I'm going to see.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
A Watsonville family got a frightening surprise this past Sunday afternoon when a stolen SUV put into their home, just missing where one spouse was watching TV. Homeowner Richard Peretta says a black SUV later reported stolen out of Modesto.
Was it a black Escalade?
I sure hope not.
Okay, all right. Just asking questions. Okay.
It just doesn't say.
Okay.
But it was on the 300 block of Arthur Street. Thankfully, no one inside was injured. If it was just 6 feet over, it would have gone into the living room, Peretta told reporters. Deputies say the driver was an unlicensed 13-year-old, as opposed to all of the licensed 13-year-olds driving, and 4 juveniles were inside the vehicle. Security camera footage shows the teen fleeing on foot after the crash. Investigators also found firearms inside the SUV, further raising concerns about how dangerous the situation could have become. Law enforcement officials say deputies ended their pursuit before the crash because of safety concerns, but the teenager eventually lost control, hit a parked van next door, and then the house. 3 of the juveniles were released later to their parents, and the driver remains in custody. And that's the latest from Watsonville.
Okay. Wow, that was eventful. Okay.
It felt like an episode of The Wire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember there's that kid who's like 12 or 13 who like is always boosting cars and his friends are riding with him?
Yeah. No. Okay.
Good to reference things from 15 years ago.
Well, there you go. There you go. All right. Tell you what, we're going to hit that first break. We will be right back here on SantaCruzVoice.com. You are listening to One Season in the Sun, and I'm try to play this out of the other system. Hold on.
Treehouse dispenses not only the finest cannabis products, but information to those who want to know how to use cannabis for maximum benefit. Hello, I'm Jenna. If you would like to know how best to use cannabis, ask your friends and neighbors at Treehouse Dispensary, 3651 Soquel Drive. If you're 21 plus with a valid ID, no appointment is necessary and the information is free. Order online at ourtreehouse.io and pick up at our drive-thru. See you soon.
The IRS is knocking on the door because you owe back taxes. Don't panic. Call the tax doctor for free help getting out of IRS collections and back into the good graces of Uncle Sam. The tax doctor service is free, and all you need to do is call 800-817-2871. That's 800-817-2871. Get free help. Call 800-817-2871.
Hi, folks. Warren Knox here of Knox Roofing. I thought I'd share a few statistics with you. Do you know how long a frog can hold its breath? It averages around 4 minutes. What's the pH content of soil supposed to be? It's 6.5. When you look at a bag of fertilizer, it has 3 numbers on it. What's the first number represent? That would be nitrogen. Do you know how many nails the average roof requires? 7,000. How many gallons of water does it take to wash your clothes in a year? Around 2,000 gallons. A pound of wood has how many BTUs in it? That would be 8,600. What's the percentage of roofing companies in the United States that will be out of business after they've installed a roof? Believe it or not, it's 80%. Here at Knox Roofing, we're still going strong, exceeding 15,000 homes now. Okay. Give us a call here at Knox Roofing at 461-0634. Thanks, folks.
Coffee's gone cold, sun cuts through the blinds. Half-read letters, a mess left behind. Try to shake her off like a worn-out track, but every thought keeps pulling me back. Some days are just like that. You drive past a place you swore you'd never go back. Try to sing along so you don't lose track. Thought I saw her smile in the rear view glass. Yeah, some days are just like that.
All right, we're back right here on SantaCruzVoice.com. You were listening to One Season in the Sun. Something came across the radar on Sunday night, Monday morning, maybe a Saturday night. I don't remember what it was. Internet, I'm not going to say sensations, internet
influencers.
No, I don't even know if they're influencing. I mean, troublemakers.
Well, that's fair.
Ne'er-do-wells. No, okay. We'll try to be nice here, but
Albertan.
Jesus. So there are these three girls from I get either Calgary or probably Calgary, that want to be the Kardashians. So they went to LA, and in true LA fashion, they tried to be tertiarily in entertainment circles. They could not walk onto a movie set, could not walk onto a game show, could not could not jump on stage at a concert. So they went to an open mic, comedy event. Tried to bully their way in, got heckled, read jokes from a joke book at a place where people were trying to take what they're doing seriously. Although, if you've been to an open mic, sometimes how that works. But the place that they went is a place owned by one of our friends, Jiao Ying Summers, who, in the Hollywood comedy. And it is everybody involved. First off, Jiao Ying wasn't even there. Unlike Bill's phone, which is here. So I'm just saying that. So if anybody was in the sound of my voice that knows Bill's number at work, let him know your phone is here. So there you go.
Don't call that phone then.
Don't call that phone. Yeah, don't call Bill's phone because it's going to ring and it's going to disrupt things greatly. But so they go in, read jokes out of a joke book, which is
that they wrote for each other.
They looked up online, copied and pasted to themselves. And then I'm just like, the whole thing was cluster effy. And this is pretty much what they do. They're a big cluster F, and found out they weren't funny. Well, confirmed that they weren't funny. And it was, I think it's a bad look for a lot of people in this. And honestly, even worse than the Kalogaris sisters. For me, the young man who was the host there, going on and saying, well, these people weren't the host. Okay, so you're trying to establish that you're the guy that was mean to them. Okay. When they're saying that people were mean to them, the host was mean to them. You're trying to be like, it was all me. So just like,
you want that Canadian smoke.
Yeah, you want that smoke from Canada. And I'm just like, dude, you all are very childish here. Stop it. But nobody's wanting to stop it. So, okay. But yeah, they took a swing at Jiao Ying, which is where I took offense to it because she wasn't even there. And you can have.
And if you watch their video, it's so heavily edited.
Well, all of their videos, videos are. So they've had apparently four seasons on Tubi. Until this happened, I wasn't aware that they existed. And
I didn't know until I Googled them.
watching a little bit of what they do, everything they do is so just hard to follow, chaotic. And I think that's the best I can say about it. It is chaotic enough. You're like, what in the hell is going on here? And so they brought it to a place where, hey man, I'm telling you, if you look through a lot of guys who are middle on the way up in Hollywood, in the Hollywood comedy scene, somewhere in their Instagram reels is the background of the Hollywood comedy, because it is one of those places to be seen in Hollywood.
It's iconic.
If you're not at the Improv, or if you're not the Improv, Laugh Factory, or the Store, Hollywood comedy is one of those places to be seen. And going in there and being like that was not cool. It was not cool. It was not cool how some people on the scene handled it. And Zhao Ying's taking a lot of heat, and I'm just going to stand up for her and say, but man, it's like, if you were mistreated, talk it out with Zhao Ying. She'll work something out with you. If you weren't mistreated, stop claiming you were, because it's unseemly and it will be found out. And dude, you're going to look worse than you already do and all the other stuff you do. So, there's choices to make there, and I wish people would make the right ones.
If you watch their video, you can tell, like, there are comics who are there waiting to go up, who have written stuff that they want to work out, and they are having none of their performance. They're just like waiting for it to blow over like a storm, so they can do what they came to do.
What I am going to say though is, when they're sitting there, they were taking crap for reading off their phones. Because
they were taking crap for not being funny.
Well, and reading off their phones is one of the things there. I mean, look, hey, let's just be honest. Wednesday, 8, 9, and 10 o'clock open mics, not being funny is really okay. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all here. The 8, 9, and 10 o'clock open mics are often not going to be funny. I'm just saying, but they are sold out. And
well, I think they were expecting like the 70s Comedy Store. Like they were expecting like to be treated as gods, and
Andy,
it's not that way.
See, okay, and so there's a lot of people that think, well, I'm going to go in there and I'm just going to, run the room, blah, 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 because I'm who I am. I mean, look at Pauly Shore. His mom owned a comedy club, but Pauly Shore is actually a funny guy. I mean, I think he got typecast with his surfer dude stuff, but Pauly Shore is a funny guy.
Typecast is actually what you want to be.
Yeah, if you are lucky enough to be typecast and make millions of dollars from it, dude, I recommend it. I recommend it highly. But it's, they were not only were they reading from their phones, which they filmed other people, which is not cool in open mics. But part of the reason they were filming other people is when they were admittedly they were taking crap from people for reading off their phones, but they filmed another kid reading off his phone. So, and I've often said, and Kent may disagree with me, but I've often said, if you're reading a joke off your phone, nobody believes that you even wrote it, much less it happened to you. And
I don't disagree with that.
That is, and I know it people think it's the okay to do this now, but I still say it's not. And it's, and I think they were part of the recording that they were doing. Now, part of the recording they were doing is to show how they were laughing. And part of the recording they were doing was they were reading old jokes that they didn't know well enough, or I mean, it was really 5-year-old-ish, or like how a 5-year-old.
It was a 100-year-old joke.
No, but I mean, no, it was like 5-year-old-ish, where how like a 5-year-old is reading a joke book and can't get through the end because they're laughing too hard at the thing they're reading out loud. This is what they were doing. It wasn't funny stuff, and they were reading it, and they were not being able to deliver it because they were laughing at it. And I'm like, they even published this entire video of, well, look at how we're dressed going to do comedy, and I'm like, okay. And
it just goes to show how little respect people have for comedy, because it really reminds me of when Vinny was it Guadagnino went up at a roast, and he thought, I'm known, so I can just read these jokes and they will hit. And they didn't, because he didn't know timing, he didn't know delivery, he didn't know comedy.
Oh yeah. What was that? Oh God, what was that guy? What was that guy that was on the Gong Show that used to come into the virtual open mic all the time? And oh my God, I was like, man, this guy lives in his car, dude. Then when I met him in LA, he was not even living in his car. He was literally living under an overpass because his car got towed because it was on. Well, he literally tried to park it in Beverly Hills, and Beverly Hills ain't having that. I mean, there's a reason that there's not a homeless problem in Beverly Hills, because they ain't having that. And so they
maybe he was a massive Chili Peppers fan, you know? Maybe. Just wanted to go find a bridge to live under.
Yeah. Don't sing it.
I didn't, I promise.
I'm just saying. Under the bridge. Under the bridge. Yeah, there you go. All right.
No, don't do it.
No. So this entire cluster was a just a cluster.
It was bad all around, but at the same time, like, you can't expect comics to take that in stride.
Well,
like, if you go anywhere in the country, you're going to get the same treatment, because they felt disrespected, because whereas a lot of the comics who were there were working on a thing, they were there just to mess around. They were patently there to mess around.
They were there to say, look, we did it, instead of like trying to work on stuff. And like, okay, and look, I'll just be honest. I have never read a joke off my phone in my life. I have never read a joke off. I know you. But the thing is that, and people have different ways of looking at this. I have respect enough for the craft to at least pretend like I know it, and pretend like, oh man, this would happen to me, and so I'm like, alrighty, and so that for me, I think it disrespects the idea that you are saying something that happened to you, that you are aware of, that you wrote. And if you're just sitting here reading it off of a device or a page, I don't think anyone in the room, even in an open mic, believes it actually happened to you. And the believability, I think, is 90% of comedy. Believability and relatability, as I keep going off screen. Well, rhythm is there, but it's like, if they don't believe you, they're not going to listen to the rhythm.
Maybe, I don't know. It's shocking what people will laugh at.
Yeah. No. I was talking with Maria earlier, saying, "Oh, can you come in here?" And then she was afraid to cross these girls. So I don't know.
That's fair.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. It was.
I'm double landlocked. Come at me. No, don't.
So what you're saying is the weather in Greater Omaha would not have a beach statement because there is no beach, or a beach hazard statement. Okay, because there is no beach.
There's lake.
Yeah. There could be beach there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the same sort of beach. But it's really, I think, important to point out that there is nothing that was like outlandish that I saw that happened at this performance that I haven't seen at other open mics all over the place.
Yeah.
Like the comics felt disrespected, they attacked back. It's happened. I went
exactly.
to a comedy show actually one time. I went to an open mic and I performed, and somebody came to see me, and they wouldn't shut up. And then they decided that they were going to go up, and so all the comics heckled them with malice because it's like, we're giving you the energy you gave us.
Yeah. Well, and that was okay. And so that was the thing. I think they went to make a spectacle of themselves. They were trying to be Kardashian themselves. And then they got attacked for doing that. And then they had their followers attack everybody involved, including the owner of the club that was not there.
And this is where we leave the rails. Like, this is, if you would have just gone, okay, learning experience, you know.
I mean, if the video had been, we came, we saw, we bullied a couple of people, we weren't funny, oops, sorry, my bad, and that would have been the end of it. But they couldn't stop there. They had to be like a friend of mine, had to be who I actually even had a long talk with on Sunday night, excuse me. They could not be in this situation and not be the hero of the story. They did not have the ability not to do that. And that is rule number 4 in comedy. Do not be the hero of your own story because of your own joke, because nobody likes you then. And, which is,
it's a tad advanced for people who, I mean, people are listening to what they say because of how cute they are. That's what they're used to.
Yes.
Is this is going to get me through whatever. It doesn't actually matter what I say. They used the phrase aura farming at one point during the video.
Yeah.
That was, well, I'm old now. I get that, but still.
Yes. And the thing, okay. And all right. The other thing is, before we jump off to that second commercial, it was like when Stormy Daniels said, "Oh, I went and did stand up, and the first time I did it, I did 40 minutes, and everybody loved me." And I'm like, I've seen the video. There is nothing funny about that. There is not one joke about that.
Well, not everyone is pretty. Not everyone is funny. Like, why can't we appreciate that?
Yeah, I mean, and oh gosh.
I'm not trying to be pretty, clearly. So why are they trying to be funny?
Yeah, especially reading off a screen and then berating other people at a venue when even if everyone there, and it could happen on a Wednesday 9, 10, and 11 o'clock mic, it could happen that no one there is funny. It could. But I say they're at least pretending to be serious, and they came in there not being serious, wanting to just have content for their Tubi show, and it looked unseemly. It just looked horrible.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we're going to hit that second break. We're going to be back with other stuff, including I know when Darla's friend gets here now.
No.
Yes.
That's some real news.
That is real news that everybody wants to know about. In fact, next Tuesday, we're going to be doing the show from the house with the remote rig with Darla and Enzo. Hopefully, I mean, maybe they'll cooperate, maybe they won't. Maybe they're just going to bark their way through it. But we're going to give it a try. So we'll see what happens there. So we'll be back 2 minutes right here on SantaCruzVoice.com. You are listening to One Season in the Sun.
The votes are in. Chef Ben here from Back 9 Grill and Bar at the Easy Off Past Tempo exit. We are so proud of our food and our service and your votes. Back 9 has been voted Santa Cruz County's best burger and best happy hour in the good times. You've heard me talking about our house-ground burgers. It's time for you to come and try one so you can taste the juicy difference. And what makes our happy hour the best? You have to come and experience it yourself. See you at the 9.
Want to learn more about what it takes to succeed as a business or nonprofit? Then hear from those that have. Join Tam and Susan O'Connor-Fraser on Think Local First Radio, Fridays at 1 p.m. on Santa Cruz Voice.
From sommeliers to comedians, Tai Chi master to happy centenarian, on Go Ahead and Tell Me, we meet the people who turn passion into purpose. Every voice, every craft, one conversation at a time. 1 p.m. Thursdays, SantaCruzVoice.com.
Get hooked up with affordable cannabis at your locally owned Hook outlet, where everybody above the age of 21 can participate in the Hook's loyalty program. Each purchase earns you 2% store credit on your next purchase.
Do you have a car sitting around you want to get rid of? Donate your car and help veterans and their families. Yes, one fast call to the Veteran Car Donation Program and we'll come and remove your car for free. You can donate most cars, trucks, or SUVs in most conditions. The proceeds raised goes to help active military, veterans, and their families. And you get a tax deduction. Operators are standing by. Here's the number.
800-640-9509. Again, that's 800-640-9509.
Get hooked up with the best cannabis at affordable prices at the Hook outlet in Capitola and Watsonville, or order online at hookoutlet.com. Get hooked up at the Hook.
Truth has a way of letting you know. A quiet room lets the echoes play. Cuts a little deeper with the things we say. Yeah, hard night leaves a mark or two. No matter how you paint the view, facing the glass comes shining through. What I see is sure a reflection on you. We've lived a story we both know. We're writing it down as we go. Leaving the truth that was here to stay. Shadows along, but they fade away. Every hard night leaves a mark or two. No matter how you paint the view, facing the glass comes shining through. What I see is sure a reflection on you.
All right, we're back right here on SantaCruzVoice.com. You are listening to One Season in the Sun here. Okay. Man. All right. Are we there? Kent from Greater Omaha. Are we there? Yes.
I'm here.
You're there. Woohoo. There you go.
Hey.
All righty. So, yeah. So, ever since, Penny died on 3rd, little Miss Darla, who joined our little pack in 1st of October, has been, been an issue, because she is a pack animal, and And elder statesman Chihuahua Gus is not a friend to human or animal. That is not saying Gus is a bad dog. He's 15 and he's always kind of been a solo dog, but this Darla Sitzer, God love her, tries to the dog with the shortest little legs in the world, tries to be his friend, and he is having none of it. So, my friend Don, who is always a good place, runs a small dog rescue, and is always good for she's always the place you go for a good used dog. I mean, pre-owned dog. Yeah, it's just like here's the thing though.
Certified.
When you get you don't have the clean trade-ins when you get a used dog. There's usually something wrong with them. So I mean,
give me the dog facts.
First thing give me the dog facts, and first thing you got to do is take it to the mechanic, and the psychologist, because there is obviously always something wrong with them. Actually, Darla is a delight, but she needs a friend. So found one. Little min pin Italian Greyhound mix, who apparently for his size of dog has the longest possible legs. So Darla has the shortest legs, a long body, and we're going to pair her with a dog with a little short body and the longest legs ever.
They can envy each other.
Don compared him to miniature giraffe. So I'm just like, okay, cool. So
adorable.
Gonna go after Aaron's early Monday morning, gonna go take Darla up to San Jose with me. Let them get a good feel of each other before we come back home. And then we'll see how it's rocking, because, like I said, Darlene needs a friend. And so that being the case, Darla and I found somebody, and Gus is just as disinterested in that as he is everything else. Darla seems interested in it. I have created a monster lately though, because both of us were kind of out of sorts. And so, I started taking, just aimless drives for a little bit. And so now it's like, I don't know how she feels that it's somewhere between 9 and 10. She starts jumping around going, "Row, row, 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 time for a ride." Row, 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 row. And anyone that says that she isn't actually saying it's time for a ride has not listened to her, because she very clearly indicates it's time for a ride. And so I'm just like, okay, I've created a monster, and hopefully the addition of the little Italian Greyhound, hopefully the addition of him will be lessening her wish to leave and do all that. Walks are still fine.
I feel like she's going to have trouble keeping up with him now, and he's going to get a little empathy suddenly.
I don't know, because
you're like, actually, this is a lot of work.
Well, I'm just going to be honest with you. He may be able to take her in a sprint, but short moving across the house, no, I think she's going to still be, she's quick. She's quick and loud and scary as she's coming at you. So I think all of these things are, these are things that we're going to have be this. All right. So let me make sure here we got stuff going in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so. Oh. Okay. Okay, so I see. I was just seeing it because Rachel's not here. She's under the weather today, and so
it's not good bubble making weather.
Well, I don't know if it's not good bubble making weather.
She's under it.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's being under it doesn't mean it's not good weather. I mean, it means it's just. It just means that it's, she's not doing it.
It's not great for you personally.
I thought she sent me a whole thing of, here's what This Week in Bubbles is. There, and I was just reading through this, and I thought she sent a script, but no, it was from last week. And see, here's the thing. She has a tag at the end of this that I don't think she's ever used. It's like, it's perfect weather for making bubbles. Come join us and float a while.
Huh. No.
I've never heard that. That's a good tagline. That is a great tagline. And float for a while. And I'm like, you're kidding me. Let's see.
What else is it? Do you have her notes? Let's see what's in there.
Oh, her notes aren't here. Just Bill's phone. Yeah, she doesn't leave them here. She takes them to a secure location, and that's.
We know not what she does with those notes.
Don't know what she does with her notes, and honestly, I really don't know what they say because I feel like she's using the time sometimes to write a term paper. So we never know.
I think we're going to end up in a book.
Like when Phoebe was writing the book about Alice and Charles. Yeah. I remember that.
I mean,
you don't recognize that.
If Phoebe's involved, who is, arguably the worst friend, I'm down.
Oh God, absolutely. And I will also announce here in the studio, we have a new on-air sign. I think we need a second. I need a second one. I think we need first off, I think it needs to automatically go that when you push the clicker for to start the studio system, I think it should automatically come on. I mean, it has a remote and you can change colors on it. It's kind of cool. But also it should be out there so that not just people in here, but people out there know you're on air. And yeah.
Even a red light bulb out there would do the trick.
I don't know. A red light bulb out there might make everybody go crazy.
No. I was going to say, well, why doesn't that happen on Hollywood sets? And then
no beer and no TV make Homer something.
So crazy.
Don't mind if I do.
We're just going to quote The Simpsons for the next 6 minutes.
If he spots going to get us so bad. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. So here we go. So let me, so here's what I'm thinking.
Last weekend, bubble.
You know what we didn't do? We didn't, you said all the people in Watsonville were.
Someone said crazy night, I just nod to the beat. They're sweeping up glass, I'm holding my grin. We made the news, but they spelled my name wrong again. Everyone's reported in stable condition, at least that's what they say on TV. But we're all fine by definition, just another near missing key. We're breathing, yeah, but something's missing. Everyone's reported in stable condition.
All right. See, I forgot that during the news section that everybody was reported in stable condition, and so that
if not worse for the wear, because definitely grounded.
Yeah, there you go. But no news on whether or not it was a black Escalade, eh? Because apparently those are terrifying.
Ooh. Well, they're not awesome.
They're not awesome. Wait, and then of course, with us here, hold on, blah. God, I put stuff in the file so that I could find it, and so
that's what it's for.
Yeah, and then I have so much stuff in the files category I can't find it.
Dodge Durango.
Oh.
I bet the house is more worse for wear than the Dodge.
Could be.
It's perfect weather for blowing bubbles. The world burns in the rearview glass.
No news about the band.
It's perfect weather for blowing bubbles.
But we don't know what kind of bubble things are on there because we were given no notes. So okay.
Just generally bubbles made of glycerin and some other stuff. Probably,
glycerin.
I don't know.
So
don't you do it.
There we go. So for tomorrow, we got Taste Test Tuesday, of course, on a Wednesday. Still chasing down some people. We're going to talk a little more football. And then let's see, what else are we going to do there?
Did you find the chips in your area?
I did not. Did you find the Oreos with the cookie dough filling?
I will look at Target.
Okay.
I will check that.
They're there. I swear to God, they're
all right. I'm going to get started on these chips.
All righty. Well, you know what? So
it looks so good.
That's about enough for us. Sorry if we stepped all over the first part. But that's what happens when there's a ghost in the machine today.
The good news is we cracked it through the rest of the hour.
There we go. We came back, and then we ripped some celebrity non-celebrities. You know what? I tell you what. I don't know if we've ever played the whole Erica She Cuts Hair song, so I'm going to do that right now. Remember, if you want to hear the whole thing, it's on the podcast anywhere you get your podcast. Look up One Season in the Sun. We'll see you tomorrow.
Take it easy.
Hair's a mess. Life's been yelling, I'm underdressed. Buzz of clippers, neon glare. Something changes in that chair. No small talk, no fake repair. Just sparks flying everywhere. Erica, she cuts hair. She cuts hair. Sharp as hell, she doesn't care. New attitude in the mirror glare. Erica, she cuts hair. Scissors snap like a backbeat hit. Bad ideas get chopped to bits. Walked in tired, walked out loud. Head held high, middle finger proud. Every cut's a battle scar. Walk out feeling like a star. Erica, she cuts hair. Erica, she cuts hair. Burn the past, clean the air. No apologies, no despair. Erica, she cuts hair. Hack it off, start again. Dead weight gone, let it in. Hack it off, start again. This is where the good part begins. Erica, she cuts hair.